You killed Jared, Devora?
This one killed many on Shao Kahn's behalf.
On behalf of them, you die.
Fight!
We are literally less than 2 weeks away from MK11, exactly 9 days from today. In the next 2 videos, we only have 2 more characters to reveal left. But what is going on, everybody? I'm talking about Kitana today, the Empress of the Underworld. She looks great. She's pretty much what Kitana has usually been for the entire time, but she has some pretty interesting and controversial new things that are added to her kit. So let's take a closer look. Alright, so one of the first things that Kitana does in this video is she absorbs one of the Devora's projectiles with her fans. Kitana has always been able to do this in previous MK games, but what's interesting is that you can see her fans are glowing at the end of this projectile absorb. So I believe they said on the combat cast that this is like her sharpen move from MKX in the assassin variation, where if she sharpens her blade, she does a little bit more damage with her fan attacks. But I think it also could just have regular amplified versions of the fan attacks without you doing it, but you have to absorb a projectile, so you have to get the timing down for it. And it might be overall better because I think the sharpened blade thing in MKX, you couldn't really find a combo to do it in. You kind of just had to drop your combo to get it out, or leave yourself unsafe and get hit just to get your sharpened blade. So it's nice that they're allowing you able to nullify a projectile but also get a buff for it. That's great. And then later in the video we see her classic move. So happy that this is back, and I'm so happy it costs no meter. This is her fan lift. It's her classic move. She's always been able to do this. This is how she gets meterless combo damage. It's a great combo extender, and glad that this is coming back, and it works and it looks just like how it normally always has. And then you can see her fan toss. So this is another one of her natural combo extenders. It's a high projectile. She has different versions that you can see it throughout the video. Her fans are able to go high. She could do them in the air, and she has a low version of this move as well. So she doesn't, I don't think she ever has a mid version, unless maybe on Amplify it does, but I might have to go back and check that again. But it's pretty fast combo extension. It only causes combo extension for those of you guys who know if the opponent is in the air. If the opponent is grounded, it just hits them, does damage. But if they're in the air, the blades like hold them up, and Kitana is able to get combo extension for it. So really good stuff. This is the next move that I'm going to show is a pretty nice combo ender. It's pretty new in this. Is new in this game. She like grabs the opponent, teleports to the opposite side, and then slices their stomach. They said on the combat cast this is going to be like one of her key combo enders. It seems like it does a lot of damage. The combat cast, they're able to get like 38% with like no bar meter in the corner, and then they were able to get like 35% mid screen. I'm just like, this is pretty good. But it causes a crushing blow, so pretty simple requirement for it. Do a combo and end with this move, and the combo has to have more than 8 hits, so that's really good. Seems like that's pretty natural. Kitana is known for having pretty strong combo extension, and having the choice to be able to cash in that damage with the crushing blow, or go for another combo ender or something different. That's going to be a pretty big meta of MK11. Next, we see this move where it's kind of like, I would say it reminds me of like Sub-Zero's Ice Ball, because it freezes the opponent, but she's able to do her fan lift from full screen by tossing the fans at the opponent. Might not be the most useful move. I think this move might take up a lot of slots on the screen, but it's cool that she can has that full screen presence and be able to get a lot of hit stun and get in and do combos on the opponent from full screen. So that's pretty cool. Then there's her classic back thrust. So like that's another one of her moves that she's always had in the Mortal Kombat games. It's like a flying hip attack. It causes a crushing blow at some point in this game. I think if you use it at full screen or on counter hit, it causes a crushing blow. But this is another one of her key combo enders in previous games. Usually this move can only be done in the air, but they've shown that there's a version of this move where she can just do it on the ground. And if you amplify it, it does like an extra attack. She teleports, she goes upward, and she falls on the opponent's face. Does more damage pretty much, but it looks good. Glad that this move is also coming back. So you have the choice of using the hip attack move to end your combos, or use like the stomach slice. So do you want like to knock them full screen to continue zoning, or do you want to just keep them close to you and do damage? You have that option. Next, you see like a pretty interesting combo string that goes to crushing blow. I think this is only caused if you were successfully punish an opponent's string. Pretty nice that caused crushing blow. I think it's just one of those ways to get quick damage with Kitana. So that's a good thing that she has. Another unique move that she seems to have. She has this like airborne dive attack. She like teleports in the air, stays up there for a little bit, then she just dives straight down. It doesn't look like a full screen attack. It looks like it has like a pretty like awkward angle. It doesn't look like something you can do into the air like Kung Lao's dive kick, or like Cyber Sub-Zero's dive kick, but it doesn't look like the best usable move because of the slow startup, and it has like not a full screen attack. But it's cool that they're adding some unique abilities. This is probably a very unsafe maneuver on block, so we'll have to see. It doesn't look like you can get like combo extension off of it either, so just a little cool move that they added to the Kitana. So now we're getting to the controversial part of the video. So as you guys can see, Kitana has one of Melina's size, and they did the same exact thing for Kitana in MKX when they gave her Jade's Pole, and she was not in the game, neither in DLC. So a lot of people right now are like, yo, Melina deconfirmed, like she's done, she's not going to be in this game. And to be quite honest, I kind of think that is the case. She's probably not going to be in this game as, you know, a main roster. She's definitely not main roster. She's definitely there's probably not going to be a secret character of her, or there's not going to be her as DLC because they didn't do the same thing with Jade. And I feel if they put her as DLC, they're going to that will literally make this whole move, the whole moves with Melina Sai, pretty much irrelevant, and there will just be no point in having it. It will lose its impact. I really don't think NRS should do that, but because nobody likes it. Nobody liked it when they did it with Jade. They didn't make her more of an appealing character at all. But oh wow, people are upset. I'm not too crazy about it, but I think it makes sense for story, and you'll have to see like what it's really about. But without further ado, I went on a tangent just now, but so this side maneuvers, you can see it doesn't work like how Melina would normally use her side, where she just chucks it at you. So Kitana throws it upward and then lets the side track to the opponent and fall down on them. So this could be pretty good for setups, and because Kitana casts some like pressure block string kind of combo string, so she could kind of use that, probably go for a low, do a hop attack, a short hop attack, and then get their pressure going, or something like that. Use her projectile, so the opponent has to worry about two different things flying at them. So it gets the opponent to block. You would probably open them up for a throw. Pretty interesting setup maneuver. And even further deconfirming Melina, Kitana literally has Melina's teleport dropkick. That's exactly her move. It is exactly her move. The same pink aura, the same way, look, and feel of the move. This is it. This is the exact same move. So if Melina was going to be in this game, why would they give that to Kitana, guys? I think she's gone. But and you can see it literally works the same way, where she's able to cancel and throw a projectile in the air. And Melina players always did that since MK9. They would do the drop kick, and if it was blocked, they would do the air side to make sure that they're safe, or just to like make the opponent stop pressing buttons. And it's the exact same move, guys. I'm sorry, but I think what's the coolest part of this Melina loadout, she has her side stab. So she does like this move where she stabs the opponent in the gut, then she stabs the opponent in the head, and then she takes her fan and she uppercuts them with it. It causes a crushing blow in the video, and it seems like you get combo extension off of it. I forgot the prerequisite to what causes it, but this could be a pretty cool combo, and it looks pretty flashy too. And it's a nod to Melina, and it looks pretty damaging. So yeah. Next we see like this move that she does with she like poses with her fans, and 3 fans come out, like kind of like Batman from Injustice 2, like the Bat Swarm thing, and then it hits the opponent. It causes it looks like a pretty good anti-air. However, on the combat cast, it said that this move replaces the fan lift. So having this move on, you sacrifice your mid-screen combo potential, but you have great combo potential in the corner. They used this move in the corner in the combat cast, and they got like a 38% damage combo in the corner without using any meter, so that's pretty good. And yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks a fairly good anti-air move, pretty good for in the corner. So depending on what playstyle you want, you'll be able to make that choice. Do you want fan lift or do you want this fan pose move? Then we have her fatal blow. Her fatal blow, I would say, is pretty meh, kind of basic. It's a bit deja vu to Noob Saibot with the whole running animation in the beginning and the drop kick. A bit too much of the same. I think it looks kind of funny how both of them go backwards and they both end up in the air at the same time and they just stab each other, but it is what it is. I don't know how creative they could have necessarily gone with Kitana, but her fatality. Her fatality was pretty good. I like the fact that her fan is like levitating the opponent's head, and then she kicks part of the fan, the blades from the fan, into the opponent's head. That was a pretty cool touch. It looks pretty nice. I'm pretty sure the second fatality looks better, but this is kind of what I expect from Kitana. You know, something with flashy and, you know, cocky with her fans, and it looks nice. It looks good. But to summarize, Kitana looks like how she always has been, with a few new quirks to her. The Melina stuff, I'm not too thrilled about it. I kind of wish she just didn't have it at all, to be quite honest, but it looks pretty unique, and I'll be lying if I didn't say that the stuff didn't look cool. And I'm excited to see, like, how does this correlate to the storyline with it. She's still the combo queen. She has a lot of combo potential mid-screen and full screen, and she's like, Kitana's always been like a zoning combo heavy character, and that's pretty crazy because a lot of people think zoning characters usually just throw projectiles and that's it. Kitana has always had strong zoning, but when she gets a touch on you, she could get crazy conversions, and it seems like that is still remaining in MK11. So thank you guys for checking out this video. Stay tuned for Devora breakdown coming soon. Devora looks really nice. She doesn't do as much crazy stuff, Kitana. I don't really like how they did the 2 characters per video thing. I like the 1 character per video so they could show more, but it is what it is. Thank you guys for watching. We're only so close to MK11, so stay tuned to the channel.
Fatality. Kitana wins.